Hi guys, so welcome back to another video, and I'm really excited to bring this game for all of you today because it is a genre that I'm experiencing and playing for the first time as well. So this is called Mary's Room. It is a story exploration game of two colleagues. One is Kelsey and one is Mary. I am the female protagonist who is Kelsey, and I am remembering Mary's room from 20 years ago. Now, there's something odd about her room, and we are curious about where Mary is. So let's not waste any time and dive straight into the game and see how we feel about it. It felt like a very
I
cutesy game.
didn't want to come back. Why would I, after all that's happened, even in here?
Why would she not want to come
So,
back?
where is the journal?
What journal is she looking for? What is it? Oh my god, this is so aesthetically pleasing, and this is the reason why I chose this game, because not all games are always to, just fight, to win, to solve puzzles.
Don't need to go in there. That's the bathroom.
Well, she remembers the room, even if it was 20 years ago. And looks like she is looking for a journal, right? So, yeah, this is just a game where I'm going to find out what the story is. And I do know कि ये दोनों colleagues hai, but what happened 20 years ago, what is happening in the present, I have no idea. So it feels like I'm going to be a part of the story, just how we watch Netflix and we go to the theater for movies. But this is just going to be like that. The only twist is that I'm going to play as a character. So enough talking. Now let's find the journal. Is this the journal? Whoa, I got it. Hi, Kelsey. Yes,
Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard. I don't know how, because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
Why can she not be around me? And why would she not be all right? Okay, let's see. Last hope.
Come you at lesson morning.
Nothing was different.
Longest day for new.
We're going to be friends.
A cup of
All is now
sorrow
harm.
with the
Nothing was the
early
same.
dew.
I don't get it. What's this
Come you
about?
at lesson morning.
Orange peels?
Have you ever peeled an orange so juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun? The trees in Mr. Jones's garden had them. I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor.
Who is Trevor? And the way this is being poetically described, I am in love.
I'll come
The
back
song that's
someday.
playing in the background, I am.
It's the
It's just
seasons will fade.
so soothing.
Every Tuesday, the food trucks would roll in. Me and Marie never missed Jorge's tamales. When I was a kid, Jorge would put some aside, just in case my mom was too drunk to feed me again.
Okay, so just in case if her mom was too drunk to feed her again, looks like they've had some issues. And looks like I'm exploring the room, the way she described the orange peels and the stakeout menu that they used to order every Tuesday. Let me see what other elements can we relate to.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, It took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
Why did she think that she was? Oh, the journal is being updated? How is that possible? What's happening? She called me her friend today. I'm not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. Bro, how did she know that I called her a shadow person? What's happening? Kelsey took me swimming in Mr. Jones' pools. I was scared shitless the first time, but 2 beers and freshly picked oranges. Chill, best nights ever. Okay, looks like everything that I explore around is gonna be a part of the
She
journal.
once asked me, "Don't you ever dream, Kelsey?" And I said, I don't. I don't dream. I plan. What I didn't tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess with those plans.
Okay, I understand that you like to make plans, of course. But how come somebody messed up with your plans? I'm not sure.
Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Right. I don't know if she went or not, but that journal's gonna tell us everything. What's about? Okay, let's open the drawings.
Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house, not long after we met at Food Rescue. He was stabbed, almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while, stitches, concussion.
Oh,
She still had headaches, she said.
he was robbed. I see. Okay. Let's see what's the update on the journal. Mhm. Just stop. Why do you keep writing this shit? I know there isn't much news in Orange Grove, but it's been ages. Not literally, but they are never gonna find them. I wish everyone would just stop. Leave us alone so I can forget the whole god awful night. So I can forget that whole god awful night. Some think my dad was a hero for trying to stop them. The truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped and stabbed my dad, something snapped and I would have punched him, scratched his eyes out. I swear, I think I could have killed them, but the other one got to me before I even knew there were two. I never saw their faces, neither did my dad, so they never got them. I'm not fearless. Oh my god, they.
I need to find the key, a
Okay, take
5-figure
your
number.
number. Okay. I wonder what's in that case, and I wonder how can I find those numbers. But yeah, it looks like a story that
There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took.
right. I guess they met in the food rescue, which was what she described earlier, and then swimsuit. I'm sure they went to the
I
beach
loved
together.
skinny dipping, but Marie insisted on wearing this thing. Really, I mean, it was Mr. Jones's pool, after dark. No one would ever come close to the freak. And he wasn't there, just to be clear. But someone else was.
Who was there? If Mr. Jones wasn't there, then what is she talking about? Yeah, backpack. Let's see what's in her backpack.
Disgusting, but cheap. I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore. The vicious taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
So we have another update on the journal. But do I want to turn on the TV first? No, let me just see what's updated on the journal. Because the things that we are discovering, I think the story and the journal is being updated as per them. I screwed up, but I was worried. I'm still worried, and what else could I do? Kelsey hasn't been to food rescue in a while, and I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't hungry or something. So I offered her my sandwich. Ah, why did I do that? Now we'll never be friends. Good one, Mary. Really, really well done. She looked at me like I was crazy, walked out. And now we're behind with the project too. I hope we make the deadline. I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. We needed this beer, water, and oranges, like so many nights before Trevor. No, I'm not going to let him spoil my night at the pool with Kelsey. He who shall not be named shall not be named. Not today. Who is this person who should not be named? Okay, there's a phone.
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres.
Well, while I am still connecting the sequence of what really happened, feels like Trevor was an important part. And I don't know how he's related, but then we'll find out. Have you?
Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him.
Okay. Let's see what's the put on the journal. There's been another home invasion just 2 blocks from here. They killed the woman this time, and the police think it's Trevor. Suppose it was him in our house. I can't wrap my head around it. It's too big, but Kelsey says it isn't true, that Trevor is a bastard but would never commit such violent acts. Looking at that torn t shirt, I think she might be in denial there. I think he's crazy. He keeps calling me at the most impossible hours just to yell at me, calling me names, threatening me that if I don't let Kelsey go, he'll do this or that, as if I've got her tied up here. I now unplug the phone when I go to sleep. High school kid saves classmates from hunger. Okay. Food rescue. After that school article, people kept asking me why I did it, as if I were some kind of hero. So stupid. And I keep telling them the same story. Aren't they sick of it yet? Maybe I should publish a book, my life story, so they'll stop bugging me. Crazy people. Here, for the last time. Last fall, I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food, and ran. I never realized some of my classmates were actually hungry. So I joined food rescue to help. There, at the end, everyone satisfied. Oh my, he's such a good person. I want to cry. Why is she so amazing? Shopping bags. I'm sure they went shopping
She
together.
loved being a birthday girl. Mr. Torres would take her shopping every year.
And
I
these are
couldn't afford a car, and Marie didn't want one, so we rode our bikes everywhere. I thought I looked silly, and with those damn sparkly shoes, I probably did. Yeah, I was losing my glamour status at school right there.
right. The shiny shoes.
Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt.
Why would she feel guilty for using those keys? And it's so sweet that your best friend has the keys to your house. So you can just, it's basically your home too. There's nothing better than knowing. Okay, so smoking jar.
She hated my cigarettes. Every time I felt like going out and buying a pack, she made me put the money in that money jar. One day, that money would pay for our gas to drive to college. We only needed money for the one way. I ended up using it to get to Vancouver.
And I'm also tearing up, guys, just because the friendship feels so. I feel like friendship is something that you don't realize how amazing it is till you miss it. Even though they're still basically your friends, but okay, so Mary has a password. What could it be? Should I try Trevor?
Damn, what's the password again? I need to find it.
I'm not a what? What is she not? How do I find it? Desk lamp. I'm not a
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
why wouldn't I want to be her friend in public? Also, just coming out of the emotional scenario, I am still looking for 5 digits and the password to the laptop. So the journal is being updated, and how do I find I'm not? I'm not what? I'm not a bumblebee. Could I try that? Bumblebee?
Damn, what's the password again? I need to find it.
I'm not a cat because the picture is a cat.
Damn, what's the password again?
Even that is not the password. Okay, before going to the journal, I'm not a, what does it say? A library. Is this, could the password be library? Let me try. That's gonna be my last try, then I'm gonna move ahead.
Damn, what's the password again?
Doesn't work. I'm not a watch. There's so many things. Oh, could there be something here? I am not a, or maybe the password could also be in the journal. God knows. I'm just gonna go back and see. Read the journal. Fuck, I'm so stupid. I finally got to see La La Land. They showed it on Classics Night at the theater. I went to bed, loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was so happy to see her. I actually friggin' hugged her, and she pushed me away, asked me what I thought I was doing, and that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show, and her stupid cheerleader friend. I am alone. Well, it's just sad, like, your friend doesn't want to be your friend. Isn't that the saddest thing you could deal with as a child or as a teenager growing up? Okay, so there it says wake me when I'm famous. It doesn't say any words here. I am not a watch.
Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in the...
Stone.
I didn't like that she kept the stone. Why did she have to be reminded? I told her I was sorry, but she said it was for me, to remind me.
Oh my god, what did she do? I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. Okay, I did see this already. Okay, I've calmed down a bit. That Lala night, she was with Trevor, and he is such a fucking asshole. She's different when she's around him. Not that it makes it alright. But she did come straight over to tell me she was sorry. She knows she was wrong. Broke my window with that damn rock. She said if I'd answered the call of the pebbles, she wouldn't have thrown the rock. She's been here ever since, doesn't have anywhere else to go really, except for Trevor. I'm glad she'd rather sleep here. Right now, as I write this, she's on the bed going over some notes from class. I like having her here, and Dad's okay with it. It feels like the more I'm exploring this game, I'm understanding their friendship and just what connection they had with each other. and the incidents that happened between them. Yeah, search Kelsey's jacket. Okay.
She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie, she got me a new deck and suggested I deal again.
Journal updated. And there's magical stars coming out of the journal. Who's writing it? I cannot. I cannot. Kelsey is so angry at the world, like all the time. It's kind of annoying, but I get it. We all have a different story to tell. So, as a friend, I did the only decent thing. I told her she could do anything she wanted. She just had to make it happen. Now, not wait for it. I told her to deal again, not drugs, the cards. Guys, I cannot. I am breaking down. So basically, when her friend felt bad about being dealt with bad cards, she gave her a new deck and said that, you should try your luck again instead of believing that your fate is bad. Or maybe I'm just over assuming. I need those napkins because I am tearing up. But whatever. Let's see, let me find. I haven't found the keys or anything, and I'm here breaking down, crying on their friendship stories. Okay, the whiteboard.
Chemistry holds no surprises. Love that.
Okay, so there is a code 5622, right? Okay, let me first refresh my eyes.
Mr. Torres.
Looks like
Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since
and
Lorraine
that's
died, they only
Mimi.
had each
She
other.
is so beautiful.
Marie was suffering when he was in intensive care. That was a nasty knife wound.
Of course.
Trevor was never far off, though. When Marie and I rode our bikes through dark nights just to get a taste of those perfect oranges, I knew he was lurking in the shadows. I never told her, but I think that's how he found us. He followed us back to the room.
Who is this guy? Why do I not like him already? And he feels so sketchy and just somebody that you don't want to be associated with. Took me forever to convince Kelsey to ride a bike because it ain't cool. Our rides are the best part of the day now, and on this day we rode them through Mr. Jones' orange grove in broad daylight. We got home with a basket full of the juiciest golden oranges. I didn't even think about getting caught. Aw, this is such a cute journal. You may have noticed, sweet journal, that there are less and less F words in these pages. I'm so freaking proud. Only when I go berserk, like when Kelsey threw that rock through my window, then it's hard to keep. Did you know that as a little girl I used to curse abundantly, trying to extend my vocabulary here? Dad thought it indicated intelligence, and I guess it looked cute up to a certain age, but he said Mom hated it, so every time I used the F word, he made me put a piece of candy in the swear jar. Can't tell you how much that hurt every time because I'd never see it again. I think he secretly ate it. He must have rejoiced. Yup, vocabulary extension again. Every time I swore like a madman. Mad woman. Must have. We're all just matter. That's what Kelsey keeps saying, and she's right. But matter is also life, and life is something we need to take care of. She likes to be out on a limb. She says she's got nothing to lose. Bam. She didn't even realize what she was saying. Or maybe I'm too sensitive. Guess that'll show me to believe that we were friends. I guess I'm a shadow person after all. I think she's gonna break her neck, by the way. See if I care. Loving the chemistry. Guys, I feel like I'm not meant for this game because my heart is just, it cannot. Okay, so while I'm trying to still find the password of,
Sometimes it got so hot, this thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool. That night, I guess he must have seen us.
who would have seen you, Mr. Jones or Trevor? I'm trying to make sense out of all of this, but yeah, I'm also still open to.
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor.
I'm too weak for this. I cannot.
Trevor, what an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes. One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends stopped him. Ben, I think it was. He got a lot of shit for it later.
I feel like I do know. I feel like I did open it.
La La
Yeah.
Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor.
I feel like there is a word in her journal that said I am not something. Let me see what was it. I'm not fearless. What if this is the password? If it is, let's see.
She must have written it down here somewhere.
I'm not
Damn, what's the password again? I need to.
I need to focus here.
Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently, they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. Remember that? All that happened later that night? I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember.
I wonder what happened that she doesn't want to remember what happened. That is, I am not. Proton.
Ah, yes. The science project. Of all people, they chose to pair me with the girl from Food Rescue. Outrageous. But I got over it and chose to work my ass off. I had to if I wanted to get that scholarship. That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy, for her pizza and movie party. All right, I might have been a little jealous.
Looks like Trevor was her boyfriend, like, or maybe the guy she was seeing, and Trevor wanted. I'll see the phone later. Let me first look. Trevor wanted Marie to get rid of Kelsey, and she did not. And maybe he wasn't just a good person for her. Kelsey broke up with Trevor finally. She can do so much better than that loser. He assaulted her in school hallway. Of course, no one saw it happen, but he literally tore the clothes from her body. Fuck, I promised not to swear, so there you go, but she's done with him now. Things can only get better. Kelsey was dating Trevor. Okay. So when she says that he keeps calling me at the most impossible hours. Oh, so Trevor also bothers Marie. Okay, makes sense. California. Also, I feel like there are so many digits that are like so many dates that are here.
I need to find the
Five
key.
figure number. I wonder what the five-figure number would be, but there are so many backpacks that
I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boyfriend, free burgers from the kitchen he worked in, sparkly things he bought me. I thought if I took care of him, he'd take care of me, and we'd get out, just in case I didn't get that scholarship. I had no idea where the money came from.
where it feels like both of them have had their own share of bad experiences in their past, be it Trevor, be it her mom.
She wouldn't stop about time travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring, is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
Okay, so I have explored a lot of things around this house, and now I am just
Lorraine,
but
Marie's mom?
Lorraine and mom. Of course, I am just wondering what's left.
I wore those a lot. Not to protect my eyes, but to hide them. I didn't want anyone to know.
No, what? What happened to her eyes? Was she being beaten or something? Bro, Marie, you need to tell me what happened, man. I feel so.
Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them, whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything.
I understand all of this, but what I don't understand is the password. And look, there are so many words and things here. How can I ever find her password? Hmm, let's go back. OMG, they put me on Kelsey's team. My heart races whenever I stop to think about it. Don't think she's all that pleased though. I wonder whether she remembers me from food rescue. God, I hope not. I feel so connected to her. Isn't that weird? I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. Can't wait to start working on our science project. Did you get that? Our project. I feel like I'm going to explode from excitement. I'm trying to ignore the fact that all of Kelsey's cute stuff is paid for with Trevor's money. He's such a creep. I don't get what she sees in him. She says I'm jealous as if. Thing is, she thinks she needs him to get away from all of this, but she doesn't. She got away from her mom all on her own. Kelsey is the smartest, coolest, sweetest person you can imagine. She doesn't need anyone to get her out. She can do that all on her own. Too bad she doesn't believe that herself. Oh, I'm not a shadow person. Maybe that could be the password. I said that I saw something there, so this would be it. These are all the good times that make me forget. All my troubles seem so far away. Wait a minute. Is that the song? I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay, I'm not a shadow person, right? Let me try. What if that is not a shadow person? Why did he did it? Okay, what's this kitty? Okay, this is the kitty. I have seen her somewhere. I'm not sure where. Let's see her meal.
Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have died.
Someone died? Who died? Hi, Mary. It grieves me to hear that this is how you feel. But how does Mary feel? How do I find out? Okay, harassment by fellow student. Probably she feels harassed by a fellow student. But I'm afraid there's not much I can do at this stage. I understand you're alarmed and feel unsafe, but Trevor has not broken any school laws, nor has he hurt anyone. I would like to invite you and Trevor into my office to see if we can start up a conversation between the two of you. Let me know when you're ready to talk. You know where to find me. Kind regards, Principal Phillips J. That's the worst thing.
Oh no.
I see
Why
you.
didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the orange grove.
Tom Trevor, I see you. What the hell? Is Trevor like stalking me or what? But why does Trevor hate me? What have I ever done to Trevor that he just hates me?
One day, I just had to know what's up with all the cats. She said she admired them, that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them. When Bumblebee went missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor. Marie, what were you thinking? You know that's illegal.
Bro, I don't know who's doing what with Marie, but I feel like she needs help and she's been stuck somewhere because of all of this. And yeah, let's find out. Let me log out the computer. And now I also have to find that 5-digit code. So I have to keep my
Hated that
mind
thing.
open. Why would you hate that thing? Whiteboard, I've seen it. Also, I'm sorry for just being watery eyed. Like, I'm sorry for having watery eyes, guys. I'm trying to not. This feels like. So, we always see movies and we cry at the end stage when we feel like we understood what's happening, but this feels like I'm living the story. Like things are happening to me. I am the character. Yeah. I love cats because they're not afraid to be different. They're not listening. I've tried every authority at school. I've even tried the cops, but they just patted my shoulder. Poor little girl, still traumatized. Bump on the head didn't do her any good. Yes, I'm swearing now. A jar full of candy. What should I do? I wish I could tell Kelsey, but she'd go insane and get herself hurt. Or worse, go back to him. Trevor is dangerous. I know it's him, and there's nothing I can do. They never believed me. I don't think I'll ever see Bumblebee again. I can't sit and watch. I'll have to be fearless. I found this site where you can buy guns off anyone. Not that I mean to shoot anyone, it's just I don't know what to do anymore. It's for protection, you know? Isn't that what they say? Anyway, there was this guy who wanted to sell me this totally new 9mm. I'm meeting him out of town somewhere. A little shady, I admit, but with Trevor lurking around, I'll take my chances. And I love how beautifully she's put the flowers up the gun because she doesn't mean to be violent and she has to do this because that's her only resort, probably. So she said, I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. And it says 5 2018. Could that possibly be something? Or would it be July 7? Because it says California, so it feels like she moved somewhere. Let me try. So where is it? Let me try.
I need to find the key, a 5-figure number.
7 2018.
God damn it. What is the combination, Marie? Maybe she kept it in here somewhere. God damn it. What is the
This is
combination?
not working out. Okay. It's still to find it. I still. What is missing? What is it that I haven't explored yet? In the room. Could it be the lamp? Could I open the door and get out? Name badge.
Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be. Until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry. The Green Eatery. Green as in with fungus. Yes, I am never eating Ayurvedic lasagna ever again. But
Sorry, I missed on that. Ayurvedic lasagna? What is that?
the Green Eatery. Green as in with fungus. Yes, I am never eating Ayurvedic lasagna ever again. But some people must have liked Mr. Jones's cooking because he was out every night cooking his green stuff.
Okay. So I get that. And oh my god, this hand. Oh, Marie, what happened to you exactly? Who hurt you? Who did what to you? I wish if I was Kelsey, I wish I could have been there for Marie. Okay, a dream catcher. There's nothing here. And then there is nothing. Let me see those pictures. Can I find something there? Probably not. Bumblebee went missing. That's all that I know. And then these are things that don't mean anything. I did see Kelsey's phone, right? So it also doesn't matter. Do these jars have a different? Okay, what about the calendar? There's nothing here as well. What else am I missing to explore in this house? I need some ideas. I've seen the fan. Maybe those boxes? Okay. Is there a number anywhere? Or maybe I feel like the number could have been in the laptop for her. I'm not what did she say? I forgot. Okay. Because I forgot. So that's my best bet. I love this music too. So fun. Let's see. 2018 is not working. Shadow person. Maybe a date that really means something to her. Probably 2/14/18. Let's try that.
What is the code, Marie?
2.
Wait, the journal. It must be in the journal.
Wow. 2/14/18. So this is what I feel like.
She must have written it down.
She must have written it down, right? Um, okay. So 3, 3, 4, 5, 1. I'm missing one digit. 5, 1. Tell me 3, 4. Is there no other number in between? There's something missing here. March 3, 2018. Okay, let me. I know what it's gonna happen. Thank you. But I've almost touched all the corners of the house. What am I missing? Should I crouch and find things?
She loved being a birthday girl. Mr. Torres would take her shopping every year.
Okay, so this is not it. Let me see if I can find something. See, his phone is done. Turn on TV is done. Open this is done. What am I missing? I feel like there's something. Check the backpack. The ceiling doesn't have much to offer. Probably I check the drawer. Her mom's pictures are there. There's nothing much here. Fan. I checked the fan too.
Sometimes I got so hot. This thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool.
Right.
That night, I guess he must have seen us.
Check the Islam too. I've seen the note too. I've seen the world map too. What am I missing? What could I possibly be missing? If I were Kelsey, if I were Marie, maybe if I. Let me check the laptop again because I'm not a. Wow, I forgot again. Guys, my brain. See, this is how I meant that games actually they really help you grow your IQ and boost your IQ and open board. I have seen that. I was huge. She hates that. This is of no significance. That's of no significance. These food.
I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boyfriend, free burgers from the...
Just probably one thing that I'm missing because most of the journal is Probably there's something here in the pictures, if I'm not wrong. T-shirt, I've seen it. Okay, sparkly shoes.
He had money. You see? He bought me things. I was going to wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the time, I didn't know where the money came from.
Probably this guy must have done some sketchy stuff, and that's where he got the money from. So I got the last number too. Oh, those sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Last night, the heels dug into my calf. That freaking hurt. Have you seen those heels? So I yanked them off her feet and I told her, not in the bed. She was amused. I can't think why. To be honest, I wish I was a size 9 because they absolutely. To be honest, I wish I was a size 9 because they look absolutely gorgeous on Kelsey's feet at least. When I tried them on, I looked like little girl trying on mommy's shoes. So I got the number. It's 34951. 34951.
What is the code,
Three,
Marie? Wait, the journal.
four,
It must be in the journal.
9, 5, 1. Oh,
Yay! Good work,
but I wonder what's
Kelsey.
inside this because she.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Do I need to have this? Should I be having this because it feels.
The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it, so I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration, "No, that's not what happened." Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that, hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres, but I never meant for
What?
anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders, and what you
Die.
think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar. In your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking like forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
This has to be really nice. I feel that it was a very nice story. I enjoyed playing this. It felt like I was watching a story unfold, and the purity of the friendship. I thought that maybe Marie died because Trevor was with Kelsey, but fortunately, their friendship could win, and it was the bad person who died, and they are now. Kelsey is a mom 20 years later, and Aunt Marie is still pretty tight with her, and that's beautiful because the way Marie described the friendship in the journal was truly beautiful. And I also feel like the friendships that you make in those teenage years, or when you're in college, when you're in school, they are really pure, and until unless somebody moves far across from to the other part of the world, I think friendships like that are irreplaceable. They can never be replaced by pure friendships that we come across in our adulthood. So this was a pretty nice game, and I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed it. I think this is just the kind of games that I would like to play when I unfold and when I just want to take it easy. And yes, it was really heartwarming, and I feel pretty touched by how the story unfolded. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you also like this game, or story, I'd rather say. I'd not call this a game. I think this was more than just a game. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Take care till then, and love y'all. Bye.